What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. We have Jamar84, we have Jeremy, and we have Tremel, and we're here for the chasing panel. Okay, Carl ain't here today. He ain't feeling good, and T is still working, so that's the reason why it's just us four here tonight. But like I told them before we got up here, we're not gonna be up here that long. It ain't really that much to talk about and discuss this week. But we are here. What is going on with everybody else that's up here? What y'all got going? How y'all been feeling this week? How's everybody's week been going?
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. But we are working and employed, amen.
I was exhausted too, to be honest. I had took a cat nap before we came up here.
I was pissed.
About
they had cut my motherfucking water off for 2 days. I was up in here taking bird baths like a motherfucker. I don't know why. I was in there washing my ass with bottled water in the sink.
Oh, Lord.
I know you.
But you know what? At least you were able to do it. It's back on now. Praise the Lord.
I was in the trenches. I can't live in no third world country. I can't wash my ass.
Well, let me start off.
Well,
let me start off by saying that Tremel has us doing this damn, what's it called?
Lent.
Has us doing this Lent shit, and had woke me up this morning to tell us that we have to give up something for 40 days. And Jamar suggested that I give up Coca-Cola for 40 days.
Yeah.
Very upset by this.
And Jamar, what are you giving up?
They can have the alky.
No, I thought we came up with something else.
Y'all did. I was getting the alcohol.
Why are you giving up? Alcohol is not a part of your daily diet.
It's not. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, they
Daily
told
diet.
me to give up
Is
something
like
that I do all the time, but they're not giving up shit.
I am giving up alcohol. Didn't you want to go out for drinks this weekend?
That's not the point.
Hello?
That's not the point. You don't even do alcohol. Alcohol every day. So let's not do that.
I don't do the other stuff every day either.
You do. Yes, you do.
Oh, Jamar, I know what you can give up. Gaming.
Oh, okay. Well, if y'all want me to come over here and be a happy person, shit.
Give up gaming for 40 days.
You know, it's so funny how they're bullshitting with this whole thing, and I'm the one that's really committed to giving up something for 40 days, and they want to give up
I
this
will give up
frivolous
something
shit.
before the day. I
They
can
want to
give up
give up this
alcohol.
frivolous shit that don't even matter to them like that.
I mean, you should give up the coke anyway.
Shut the hell up, Jamar. We're not even finna go there.
Jeremy, what would you give up?
Well, I was not a part of this Lent conversation, so I'd rather not be a part of it now.
Well, you are now because it just started yesterday. So give up something.
I don't know if your mic is on.
I'm just
Join
about to
us.
say that. I'm just about to say that. I don't think your mic on.
Oh, you don't? Hold on. Let me see. Give me 1 second.
I think you should give up. What's something that Jeremy likes? I don't know.
What does he do often that he should give up?
Is this better?
Yes, much better.
Okay, my bad. I drink water every day.
Do you eat candy?
No, not often. Well, I do like candy, but I don't eat it. I don't eat it daily. No.
I could try to give up like the fried, like processed foods. I'm trying to do that anyway. Because I do love me some good salt and cheese now. So
In my regular day-to-day life, I really don't cuss that much either.
where do you see that at?
Crystal said Jeremy likes cussing. Like in my day-to-day life, I really don't cuss too much. Like probably if I'm like really, really comfortable with somebody, but for the most part, I'm not around here just cussing. Like motherfucker that, like, you know, I'm just like, especially because a lot of times I'm at work and I can't really do that there.
Oh well.
I guess I'll need to think about that.
I feel like people grow out of that. I feel like it's just well.
Do they?
I said, well,
Like, what do I ingest that? And I haven't even been drinking a lot of juice. And like usually I do like sweets. Like I haven't eaten none of the birthday cake that I've gotten or anything.
Oh yeah, where's your birthday? Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm 30 now, so
30.
I'm no longer in my 20s.
Yay!
Welcome to the other side.
Welcome to the club.
But I will say this, and I guess we can move on. I found it quite disheartening that y'all were so angry about Lent today. I was just like, I thought it was gonna be like a special moment of sharing and like, oh, we could give up one thing for like 4 days. They were so angry. Like Scotty was pissed about this Coca-Cola.
Ain't no y'all.
What is Lent about? Is this some type of like Muslim holiday? Like Ramadan or something?
It's more so Catholic, I believe. So my coworker was like, "Oh, we should do Lent," and I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." So for 40 days, you're supposed to give up something or abstain from doing something until after Easter or before Easter. I'm sorry.
I feel
when is Easter again?
Next month?
Huh?
But Lent ends on April 17th.
Oh, Lent ends on April 17th. That's crazy. Well, I will be checking in with y'all to see how that's going. You know, don't really know what else I could give up, to be honest. But you know, the only thing I can think about is my vaping is what stops me from beating bitches up. Like,
oh, that would be a good one for you. I think you should try it.
Maybe. But
and you should find something else for your outlet in the meantime.
But about those Coca-Cola, Scotty, what do you think about that?
There's a 1 liter Coke sitting in that refrigerator that I cannot touch right now. It's just looking.
So like you be drinking Coca-Cola like every day?
Yes.
Every day.
That is so unfair. Like bitches like you could like do all of that and not gain no weight.
Excuse me?
If I was to drink soda every day, they'll have to roll me up out of here.
Oh my god!
The sugar intake alone would probably give me the diabetes.
Like, how is that even fair? You drinking soda every day and you ain't fat? That's crazy.
Oh, come on. like I'm just a twig or something.
You are
What
pretty
would you
thin.
call it?
It's
If I
nice.
said, what would you call it?
Yeah.
You are pretty thin.
Oh my
How
goodness.
much do you weigh?
160.
Oh yeah, you talking.
Coca-Cola's every day. One of my best
I
friends.
was 160 when I was 28.
Okay, I don't even remember that time.
Someone said, "Could you give up sex for 40 days?" Child, I've been did that. It's been over 40 days for me.
I've done that.
I should have gave up masturbating. That's what I should have gave up. But whatever.
Not beating and meats.
That's what I should have gave up. But
Ooh, what about you guys all do that? Like no masturbation for like 40 days.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Oh,
No.
why not?
That's
We'll
what
be on this. We'll be on this panel, angry as hell. cussing
I
each other
love
out.
myself too much to suffer and not touch myself. I am in a relationship with myself. And myself
Isn't like you say it's isn't it about consecrating the flesh or something like that?
consecrating the flesh. I want to concrete this flesh on the regular. I concreted this flesh last night. What you talking?
I did it yesterday, and
How are we supposed
I
to sleep?
flooded the gates.
Oh my god!
Blood at the gates.
but see, I do it every day. So it's
Oh
like,
my god, every day?
You don't do it every day?
yes.
And
Every
Jeremy, you don't do it every day? Well, you
I'm
got
not
to. So don't y'all do something every day?
I'm not a part of this conversation.
Why?
My masturbation habits. I don't masturbate every day, no.
Oh, okay. Like every other day?
No.
Like once a week?
Yeah, probably like maybe once a week. I'll say that.
I think they said the healthiest thing is to masturbate 21 times a month.
Well, I definitely do.
21
Who said
times a month.
that?
That's like damn near every day of the month.
Yeah.
Right. So I definitely do that.
But like that's like
that Scotty said, I'm already good for goddamn May.
Right. Of 2026.
2026. Because I don't pay it forward to next year.
Maybe I can give up anime for a month. I don't know.
I do that already.
You do what already?
By accident, give up anime.
Oh. Well, hey.
I do enjoy
That's why
it,
y'all
though.
skin so smooth.
I'm just saying, I have to get it off all the time. I don't have.
Not get off.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't have sex. I don't have no.
I have no sex.
I had no sex.
Yeah.
Why haven't you had sex?
I said, I guess you need. Or do
I
you
feel
need
like,
a man to have
I
sex?
feel like that's so easily accessible out there, isn't it?
But I just don't
Not
want
nobody you want.
anybody.
No, it's accessible, don't mean desirable.
That's true. That's very true.
Not you got to fall in love a little bit just to have some casual sex.
No.
Shit, something. Shit.
No.
I got to fall in love just a little bit to fuck you.
I be seeing the girls getting plowed and then walking out the door just casual as hell. Don't act like you were just getting out moments ago. Just casually walking down the street to the quick trip. That's crazy.
Well, since you brought that up, do you when it comes to casual sex, do you have to like the person at least to have casual sex with them, or it doesn't?
I mean,
really
you can think they're a decent person.
You mean like them like what?
Not you don't necessarily have to be in love with them. You could just like them as a person. Or
yeah. Or probably probably not. In the past, it was like a person that I like. Me and him used to butt heads like all the time. Like I wouldn't call us even friends, but when we had sex, it was amazing. Like it was like real passionate, kind of like hateful a little bit,
That's my stuff.
But like,
oh, Scotty about to get number 22 going.
You got her revved up.
That's my kind of stuff.
I think you should just at least be like, if it's gonna be casual, I think you should at least be sexually attracted to the person,
Mm-hmm.
and have a moniker of like for the person. It don't have to actually have to be like, oh, we have something in common. We both like anime. Let's fuck. It's like, come on.
Well, who's going around fucking people that they're not attracted to?
People do now.
Baby, I see it all the time.
Sometimes when you really horny and you set up this whole date, you don't know exactly what the person look like, or that picture is a little old, and they get to the house and you like, well, shit, come on.
Now, come on.
Oh no,
I can't relate to that particularly, but
number
I
one,
understand.
I couldn't even imagine myself wasting the gas money to go and fuck somebody I'm not attracted to, let alone them coming into my home and I'm disgusted with them. Like, no.
Not disgusted. You just might not be like, well, you're not better. You're not as good as I thought.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
More power to people.
Okay. Like that probably happened to me when I was like around 19, 20. Mm-hmm. Like I had a real and I should have followed my first mind because it was as trash as I thought it was going to be.
Okay, I got another question. I was having a conversation with somebody, maybe on Monday, I believe. It was through text, of course. And what do y'all consider like a date, or a first date? Because someone told me they don't like to do the typical, oh, let's go out to eat or go to a movie type of thing. What would y'all prefer to do as far as like a date is concerned?
I believe like those things are like more so flexible. Depends on the, what you guys have, as far as interest goes. But I feel like a first date can be like anything that you guys are both interested and cool with doing. But I believe that a person should be asking you out on a date or vice versa. And I believe they should be paying if they're asking you out. If somebody asks you out on a date and y'all expect to split 50-50 on the first date, that's not a date. I'm just going out with friends. I don't do that. Like if I invite somebody out, when the check come, I'm gonna be like, okay, no problem, I got it. But if that check come and you say, okay, let's split it in half, bitch, you will never hear from me again.
Well, darn.
I will piggyback off of that and say, if you ask me out on a date, or if I ask you out on a date, I'm going to already have in mind where I want to take you. And do not roll your ass back around and say, hey, ask me out and then ask me, well, what you want to do? I don't like that.
So it's like, okay, I've already agreed to the date and you have no plans.
Now you have no plans. Hey, what you interested in doing? What? You ain't got no plan for us? Why are you asking me?
Or at least the two people should have had a conversation, like you said, to find out what the common interests are.
Yeah, so I believe in asking questions to make sure you're not doing something that they don't like, but like not as in asking for you to try to figure out where y'all going. And I'm asking you.
Because if that's the case, you may as well have been the one to ask for the date in the first place. Then if that's the problem.
And it also shows like a lack of intent, maturity, and responsibility. Like, don't be leaning on me to tell you where you gonna take me,
and then ask me to pay half when we get there.
Oh my god!
And now, mind you, also dates do not have to break the bank, y'all.
But I do. But anytime I ask somebody out on a date, I expect at least to pay $200.
You expect to pay? You still got a man?
Huh?
You got money.
I want to go on a $200 date.
but like anytime you on a date, you're gonna both y'all gonna have to eat. What if y'all want to go to the movies? What if y'all both want drinks? What if y'all want dessert? What if y'all want some food to take home with you or something like that? You're gonna need at least $200 because the way this economy is set up, where you gonna take them? McDonald's?
What is so crazy is
that the little playground over there.
I remember saying this to Tremilla, Carr, and Jamar one day. We were talking one day, and I was like, all the shit that y'all doing, why don't the people that I like be doing shit like that? It seems like my friends do shit that I would want my man to do. That shit is crazy.
You picking niggas with no money.
Well, I mean, I have never been out with somebody and they spent $200. Like I don't think I ever been in that predicament at all.
Okay, same.
I don't think that's ever
It
happened.
doesn't have to be expensive, Jeremy. I never said it had to be expensive. I just say I go into thinking that's the least I'm gonna be paying that night. Because what you gonna like $100? What is that gonna pay for? Like if y'all decide to go, where are you gonna take them out to eat at?
The
You know?
Sizzler.
Not the Sizzler.
That's how I am. So, and I wouldn't expect anything less either. I believe the higher your standards are for yourself, the better man that you'll attract.
I agree. I think I was
Like if you feel like, but I'm not saying that like, oh, it has to be that every single time somebody takes you out on it. But a first date, I believe you should try to make it as special and as much of an event as possible.
And man took me out on my birthday for my birthday last year. He spent a couple of $100. I said, oh, that was nice. Thank you.
That was nice.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it'll happen again this year.
That same guy?
No, please not.
I was just about to say, where did he go?
He around somewhere.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the tips on top of it, Trey. Imagine going out on a date and the person that you with just pays for everything and don't tip the person who was waiting if they were good, so that's kind of fucked up to me. I'll be looking like, so you ain't gonna tip her?
That's you gotta come out your pocket like, girl, charge me for something so I can put it on my card. So I can give you a tip, baby.
That's another question. That has been an ongoing debate too. Do y'all tip every time y'all go somewhere?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to work at this restaurant.
What you say, Jamar?
It depends, because some of them folks just be
girl, you gotta tip these people or something.
Baby, y'all treat me like shit. I'm not about to give y'all any extra money.
Yeah, because Jesus was definitely missing when we were out eating.
Y'all would not let Jesus make it, honey. Y'all are not gonna let him make it. JB was just talking about,
and I tipped in and regretted it. I just got so used to it. I said I should have did that,
but
it's fine.
I try to tip my Uber and my Lyft drivers and stuff, but the one time I didn't was when that motherfucker damn near killed me in that car. He was not getting no tip from me.
Sit down restaurant. What stand up restaurants do you go to that you need to tip? Stand up restaurants to fast food restaurants. Like you can't tip there.
A food truck.
The tip when I'm sitting down, they gotta come see me at least 2 or 3 times and give me shit. And I'm tipping because I know that what they paying them people be like $2 or $3 an hour. So, bitch, I'm really just sitting here wasting your time if I don't tip you.
Right. I'll be feeling bad when I don't tip the people sometimes at Tropical Smoothie when I'm picking up something and it has like that tip percentage amount. I'll be like, damn, I'll be coming here damn near every day. I'm tired of tipping every day.
I don't do that. If I'm coming to pick up my own shit and you just making it for me, that's it, and I'm picking it up and leaving, I'm not tipping you for that.
But what if they add?
But they put tips in there now. Like restaurants, they put the tip already included in the bill. So
yeah, which is why I'm kind of confused at Jamar tipping that man when the tip was already included in the check.
I was already just like in the, it was muscle memory. And as soon as I did it, I said, fuck.
Because he was like, regardless, I'm gonna get tipped anyway. It's
maybe his name is, Jesus. Maybe it was a sign. Maybe he'll bless me. I don't know. It's already gone. It's over with.
Y'all must be talking about Jesus again.
You can always call the fraud department.
I ain't about to do all that. No, I'm gonna just extend the problem. Just bless him and just keep it going.
Bless him.
Well, since we got the small topic out the way. This was a good small talk conversation. We can go ahead and get into the show. First things first, let's talk about the fact that Angie Stone has went to glory. Let's talk about Angie Stone real quick. Is anybody here? Because you know, Jeremy younger than us, child. So sometimes I don't be knowing if he knows certain shit now. Is there any songs by Angie Stone that y'all like?
I
My
like some Angie Stone
sunshine
music.
has come.
I figured you was gonna sing
That's
that.
always that is my go-to, babe. Whenever I think of that lady's name or face, that song will be playing in the back.
Like I know a couple. I know a couple of. I didn't listen to her music that deeply, but I do know a couple of Angie Stone's music because I used to. Because after like she was in like the Fighting Temptations,
Mm-hmm.
I like as I got older, I did a deep dive into her music, and I was like, oh, it's a lot of soul music. I remember that song
Yeah.
"Brother" that she
Oh yeah.
Oh
made.
yeah, that's my
Black
shit.
If
brother,
the youth I
strong
could but you,
brother.
you're my star, brother.
Mhm.
Wish I Did
So
Miss
I
You was
like
actually
yeah.
my personal favorite. Wish I Did Miss You was my personal favorite.
Wish I didn't miss you anymore.
That's my song. And of course, no,
I
I'm not
wish
super over.
that I didn't miss you anymore.
And then what about when she was in the sequence? You know, a hippie to the
Most
hippie to
people
the
don't
hip hop.
realize that she was actually a rapper first before she was a neo soul singer or whatever. Like she was a rapper
It's
first.
like it's always a debate on if her or Millie Jackson is considered like the first female rappers.
Oh, Millie Jackson rap too.
Hmm.
I didn't know
But
she
like,
rapped.
I don't really know which. Like both of them, I get have been called that, but I don't really know which one is what. I would give it to probably Millie Jackson,
Okay.
but like, because I think she came out in like the 80s or 70s or something
Hmm.
like that. So I don't know. I think it was the 60s actually. I take that back.
Okay. I didn't know Millie Jackson rapped. I knew Angie Stone did, but I didn't know Millie Jackson did.
I love me some Millie Jackson. That album when she on the toilet.
Oh my God.
Oh my
That's one of my
God.
favorite ones.
I'm
And then
sorry.
like, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Cause if being right
Millie
means
Jackson was
being
something else
without
for
you,
herself.
I live a wrongful life. My mama and daddy says it's a shame. It's a downright disgrace.
It's great.
And then when she did, y'all seen her do the fuck symphony?
I've heard about it. I never took out the
What?
time to look at it.
Like it's like she has like the band doing like orchestra music, and she's like fuck.
That
She just
reminds
said,
Yes, no,
Oh,
ma'am.
okay. Okay. Now that you said that, that reminds me of when K Michelle dropped her first album, and they were comparing her to Millie Jackson. They was talking about that damn coochie sympathy. That
Symphony?
Right, I
symphony.
said symphony. I'm like,
I
what?
said symphony that K Michelle did.
Not coochie sympathy. I got coochie sympathy, y'all.
I would probably say earlier in K Michelle's career, she did give me that type of vibe, especially
Yeah.
with like because she do like a lot of blues music, kind of
Yeah.
with very like that real deep Southern accent, but like slowly. K Michelle's music kind of like started to change, and like I kind of divested from it. Like the last song I could probably say that I really fucked with her on is You Got the Right One.
Well, that's
Ooh, that was
early.
a
Fuck
time
you
ago. That was a
That's
long
and
early.
time
all
ago.
that. Blast your Twitter, then I'ma
Of
blast
course, that
back.
was my song. I played that many days.
Cause I was like, bitches are not sing like they're not writing like this. Like
Right.
it's just so honest and transparent about what she's fuck you. And I'm
all
gonna sing
that.
it.
And all
You know,
that.
I
Lord,
love but
hood
you know,
buggers.
K Michelle
I
making some good
listen.
country music though. Congrats to her. You know,
I can't wait till it actually comes out. Jesus.
She's been talking about this thing for about 10 years.
I know. I can't wait till it actually comes out. But yes, I knew that Jamar was gonna say "No More Rain in This Cloud" was his Angie Stone record. I just knew that would be the one for him.
wait.
Oh, yes.
Can I ask y'all a question? What are
Yeah.
who are some one hit wonders from the 90s that y'all love?
Let's see, because it's quite a few.
You can
The
only name
group,
two.
you got name two?
One
Just
hit.
two.
Ooh.
The group Divine, they had that song lately that song how it go? Just sitting away, watching the days go by. Y'all remember the song?
Mm-mm.
That was them?
That was them. That was
Oh.
Divine. That was Divine. And Moke and Steph, the three girls that sung that He's Mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time.
My West Coast sisters. I
Yes,
love them.
love them. I have the whole album on my phone. It was trash, but I loved it still.
Mine are Wendy Moten and Lisa Fisher. Like y'all, they sing that song so much, and her album was everything. That bitch was singing. Both of them were just singing they soul out in that album. Like, have you ever heard it? Like, ooh, ooh,
Who
ooh.
sing that?
Like it's Wendy Moten. Like, come on in out of the rain. Some people spend
I
a
don't know
lifetime.
her. I do know Lisa Fisher though, but I don't know the other one.
Yeah, I
Now,
love like Lisa Fisher.
How can I ease the pain? Is
I
my song.
really got. I've always listened to her
Ooh. What's
music and
that
I
lady
loved her
name?
album, Wildflower. But it wasn't until after I really watched that documentary 20 Feet from Stardom, which I love. I can watch that documentary like 30 times in a row. Like I really grew a deep like love for Lisa Fisher.
Yeah,
Well,
Like
technically, she was
sing.
the 80s. Never mind. It don't count.
I like the Baja Man who let the dogs out.
what happened to them?
Who let the dogs out? Vroom, vroom, vroom,
Out of
vroom.
all things,
Ah,
what
um,
happened to them though?
I don't know. I got the CD and
does
everything. I was
does
wearing that song out, but then I heard the
does
CD. I was like, "This is some bullshit."
that's why there was one hit wonder.
Uh,
Does Adina Howard count?
Yes,
No, she's not a one-hit wonder.
Freak Like Me is her only big hit.
I would say T-shirt and panties. So
but she had another song. What is it? Nasty Ride or something like that.
Nasty Grind. It wasn't a hit.
Nasty
No,
Grind.
she had more hits than one.
I said
maybe I
her
didn't know
biggest
him
hit
then.
was Freak Like Me. I don't know about anything else.
I
What was
was
their
gonna say,
name? I can't even remember their name. Ghost Pepper, whatever the fuck their name was.
Ghost Pepper.
You know, Shawty swing my
Oh,
way.
KP and
oh yeah,
Envy. That's their name.
So
that was
good to
good
me.
to me. That was my
Whoever the
way.
dude that sung that song Freaky, the song that City Girls and Usher had sampled. That
Oh
dude.
yeah. Oh shit. What was his name?
What's his name? Lathan, whatever his name was. But yeah, I love that song. I was just playing it the other day.
That's
I
all I
forget it.
got. I was a Karen White, but she the 80s.
She ain't no one hit wonder though.
I only know one song. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
that
the
song, y'all know nothing about the ice cream, Mr. Ice Cream Man.
who the hell is that?
Mr. Ice Cream
You
Man.
talking about Mr. P?
Mr. Ice Cream Man. Before you turn off the lights, only one thing understood.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was my song.
Master P was hood as fuck with them melodic ass songs. Cause I got the hookup was my shit.
I got the hook up. I live you hear me.
Oh!
I like asses and titties. Ass and titties. Ass and titties. Ass and titties. And big booty bitches. Baby, them were the songs. But I should have been listening to that. I was only like maybe like 10, 11 years old.
There was a
It was
lot
a
of shit
lot of
we
shit
shouldn't have
we
been
had no
listening
business
to.
listening to. Oh, we had that shit at the same time. It was a lot of shit we had no business listening to because I damn sure was listening to Lil Kim when I was like 7. I don't want dick tonight. Eat my pussy right. That was my song.
That was my shit. I know a
Uncle
dude
Luke,
named Jimmy used to run up to me
reminiscing
When
nighttime.
I
He was
pissy drunk off that
pissy drunk
Henny
the
and Remy.
Henny and Remy. I
I
didn't
didn't
mind it
mind it
when he
when he
fucked me
fucked me
from
from
behind. It
behind and
felt
felt
fine,
fine. Especially when
especially
I
when
used
he
to
used to
grind it.
grind it.
He was a trip when I okay, be quiet, Scott. The whole song.
Girl, her natural instincts about to kick in.
Oh, shut up, bitch. Like, shut up. I still can't believe that Tremel brought up "Who Let the Dogs Out," child. I
Who
ain't
let
heard
the
that
dogs
in so long.
out?
That
And
was like that.
that's how the
Right.
song. Oh, you should
They
play
put it in
it,
a whole bunch of
Scotty.
movies. That's what it was.
You won't, child. You won't be getting a copyright.
Oh no, I want that.
But damn, and I ain't heard from them since that song.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, the next thing is Nikki sent me this earlier today, and it was about this lady right here. Once again, we've talked about her every week since she's been in the news. They said originally that her kids died from hypothermia, but according to medical examiners, they said that the two homeless kids from Detroit did not freeze to death, but they died from carbon monoxide poisoning is what they died from.
Is this supposed to like change something?
I guess it. I guess people think that it's supposed to, but I
If
still
she's
don't think that it does.
if she said her car, ran out of gas, but she was still trying to keep the heat on for the kids, it's obvious that carbon monoxide
That's the
poisoning
reason.
is something that could have happened as
Mhm.
well. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why they are
They like
on.
to go through semantics when they trying to make it seem like she ain't supposed to get what she deserved. Like,
Yeah,
And this,
because they
and this
ever
is
since
why Black people will always be held back. Y'all so busy trying to find reasons to attack this mom who was homeless, who kids died, versus the man who wants to make being homeless a criminal act. Like, fuck y'all. Your parents,
they
your
ain't
mom, your
saying
grandmother,
nothing
like,
to the daddy because he sure just left them out there because he was just like, she told him to come get the kids and he was just like, why?
oh, I told his ass up.
yeah, definitely did.
I told that ass up.
Definitely did. Because I just don't understand why is it like anytime my mother goes through something, they always, call the mother out for her shit, but the fathers always get away scot-free. I never understand this shit ever in the world. And y'all mad with her because she was homeless. And then y'all say that she didn't do what she was supposed to when she went to them folks from the very beginning. And then I think I think we talked about it last week too. Didn't they get her a house or something? Not like or
They
something
gave
like
her a
that.
place to stay.
They gave her a place to stay and stuff like that. And they feel like some folks were saying that she pretended to be homeless so she could find somewhere to stay. And I'm like, what type of shit is that?
You gonna pretend to
Like,
be homeless and unalive your children just to find a place to
just to
stay?
find a place to stay. Like, really?
Okay.
Like this shit crazy, but living in Atlanta, I see people that sleep outside and shit everywhere all the time. Like even when I'm at work and I'm
They be
walking,
under the bridge.
like under the bridge, like even like just going to get lunch and shit, walking outside the store and shit. I be seeing people that sleeps out there. I saw a girl with like two or three kids standing out there trying to get help or get some money to feed them and shit like that, and it was cold as fuck out there. I'm like, I feel bad for them.
Yeah, I be seeing that same lady.
Damn. So she
She
be
be
all over the
traveling.
place. So she be all over the damn place
She
then.
do. I
Yeah.
seen her multiple times in multiple places. She always like, oh, we trying to. She always got the kids out in the cold. I was like, man, please take them children somewhere. That do not have them out. If you want to beg for money, that is okay, but you do not have to use the children.
I be
Put
feeling
them somewhere.
bad. I thought she just be out this on this side of
Oh
town.
no, she be everywhere.
Wait, she live out there?
Mm-hmm.
Tremel says that she be everywhere.
I
She
thought
be
that she was like in New York.
no. We're talking about somebody else. I'm sorry. We were talking about
Oh,
somebody else. That like I had mentioned that it's a lady here in Atlanta that be outside my job all the time with her kids asking for money. And then Tremel said he knew exactly who I was talking about because that same lady be on his side of town doing the same thing. I thought that she just be out this way on the south side, but
She be a little bit everywhere. She be hitting the four corners.
okay.
how she be in the cross town? She got a bus pass or she got a car?
She got something. It's not that expensive to get on the bus. It's only like $1.50.
I bet.
And you
Look,
can
okay.
ride that motherfucker all day if you want to.
Oh my God, what would I be say? They out here using cats and dogs as sympathy tools. Like, girl, please, that cat can do bad by itself.
God But you know what? I mean, he's not wrong because there are a lot of people who do take advantage of situations like that who don't even really need it. Like you'll see somebody, there'll be videos of people following homeless people around, and you homeless, but I see you getting into an SUV and changing clothes later on. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what make it hard too, because sometimes you don't know if they for real or not. So that's what makes it hard. But the next thing is I'm gonna play the video. I'm just gonna show y'all what it is though, but I'm gonna play it without us seeing
Oh,
it.
girl.
Sherri Shepherd calls out Megan Thee Stallion and other celebrity women for nudity on red carpets, and she says that young girls are looking up to them as role models, and something tragic could happen to them. Ladies, this is not it. I know. Let's get into what she said.
You could see everything. Zoe Kravitz graced us with her butt crack. You could see everything.
Should we see
Megan Thee
something right
Stallion wore a dark green gown with only matching green paste.
What you say?
I was about to say, should we see something right now?
I didn't want to put it on the screen because I didn't want to get no copyright strike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. As you were.
To cover up her breasts. And so this is where I have to put my Auntie Sherri wig on. And I say this with all of the love that I have. Ladies, this is not it. And I say this because there are young women, young girls who are looking up to all of you. All of you. And like, you're going to have these young girls, these young ladies emulating you. And you remember when your grandmother would tell you, let them use their imaginations, be a little mysterious. But you know, when they look at these girls, they don't have any secrets. Nobody gets to use imagination or their mind. And I want to say, Megan Thee Stallion, this was fully, you could see everything. I love you. I do. But I'm so upset because God gave you a legitimate gift. You got it. You are amazing with your lyrical rhymes and how smart you are. And I know people, a lot of these celebrities, they say they don't want to be a role model. But here's the thing. It comes with the territory, being a role model. You can't escape it because, Megan, when you said you graduated from college, do you know how many young girls you inspired to go to school also? You didn't ask for that. You didn't ask for that, but they were watching you. And I know people say, well, you know, Lil' Kim did it. But I know when I remember when I saw it, I was like, why is she doing that? Like, she doesn't have to do that because she's so talented. And I know Megan as an artist, you get a little raunchy. I didn't heard WAP and Body Yaddy Yaddy. But I also say, and I listen to those songs too, but I also say, to whom much is given, I love you. Even much is required. And if you say, well, how do I know that these young girls are looking up to you? Because they look up to me too. And I get more girls coming up to me, young girls saying, Miss Sherri, I want to be a talk show host, or I want my own talk show, or I want to be an actress. I want to do what you do. So they are watching. And I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm just concerned where all this is going. I said it before when I talked about Kanye's wife who went to the Grammys last month, and she took off her coat and had nothing on. It literally, it wasn't just her cookie jar. We saw cakes and croissants too when she was standing there. But the one thing I would say is she looked very uncomfortable. At the end of the day, if you look at his wife, she looked Bianca Cinciori or something like that. She looked really uncomfortable because you're standing in front of a bunch of men who are watching it. And this is what I said, we have to think of much our future. And all y'all who are sitting out there, these young girls that are emulating you, they don't have security around them. So they're emulating you and they go to these parties and something tragic could happen. These are our future, these young women and these young men. I'm going to get off my soapbox. I love all of y'all, but Auntie Sherri has spoken. And that's the thing. You ain't got to go dressing like I don't want to call out. You don't have to, dress down to your ankle. Willie made me wear this long dress. But I'm just saying, just think about it when you're putting on this stuff. Like, who am I influencing? Who's going to be watching me? You never know. You never know. So that's it. Off my soapbox. Our future.
Okay, thoughts.
So I'd be so tired of hearing this sometimes. Like I get it, but at the same time, they be like the children this, we're worried about the children, they're watching you, they're emulating you. Okay, that's cool. So who do the adults get to like enjoy? Like who as grown people, like where's our space at? You know, and then why are we just relieving all responsibility from these kids' parents to tell them what to and not to consume? And someone said in the comments, like this, like as much stuff that Megan has said in her music that the kids don't need to be listening to, that's okay, but her clothes are kind of like what sets her off. Like, girl, when you're grown, you make grown decisions.
I mean, that's what
and
Nickelodeon is for. Like, let them watch the
and
kids'
it's
choice
like,
awards.
girl,
Like, what are
you
they
want them
doing
to,
up watching the Oscars and Vanity Fair and all that other stuff anyway? That's grown people stuff.
right?
And
When do we get to enjoy? What do we get to have?
Megan is she's now a 30-year-old woman. She's not gonna be dressing like Kids Bop for just because your kids.
She wasn't dressing like it when she started.
That's what I'm saying. She's a grown woman. She was 23 when she came out. Like she's not catering to 9-year-olds and
That's not
and
her
even
audience,
so,
though.
and even with Sherri, I was mostly disappointed that what came out of her mouth, it became a very
Judgy.
misogynistic, because you're
Mm.
telling girls how to dress but not telling boys how to act. You need to be careful because you could go to a party dressed like that and somebody can some man you doing this in front of men and they can do stuff to you. Why aren't you telling them not to control themselves? Why aren't you advocating for, not sexual violence? I don't understand. Where
Yeah. Yeah. And on top of that, like, I just think that you bitches need to start raising your own kids and being your own kids, like
When he
role
say
Like,
you
models.
bitches,
why
I
am
holler
I
every time.
responsible
I
for every
really
child in America?
I really don't understand that whole thing where, like, oh, you should, like, you a role model, blah, 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 blah. Like, at the end of the day, bitch, I ain't got your kids is your kids. My kids is my kids. Bitch, last time I checked, I ain't got no kids. So I'm going to carry myself however I desire to. If you decide to pull the positive things that you like to take, to take inspiration from, that will probably be best. But I'm not here to live out some type of fantasized, perfect picture of what you want me to be for your fucking kids. Bitch, I ain't they auntie.
I'm not responsible for them. I'm just not.
And not to mention, I know that I have seen a lot of people say this over the last year. Like I remember the BET Awards had come on and people were complaining about people like Lotto and Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion barely having on clothes on stage. And that's all I kept seeing in comments and shit like that. But here's my thing. Y'all say y'all don't like the sexualized woman or sexualized male in entertainment, but that's what you buy into. But when people keep their clothes on and sing and rap about wholesome things and talk about things that's going on in the community, y'all don't pay that shit no motherfucking mind.
at all?
So aren't you a part of the problem?
Y'all don't support that stuff. Those aren't the songs that chart. I mean, maybe like the last time that conscious music like that was able to be successful was like late '80s, early '90s that I can recall. When like Janet was doing it, TLC was doing it. Like after a while, y'all didn't care about none of that.
Y'all don't want to
Y'all want
hear
to see
that.
ass and titties.
Y'all don't want to see that. Like y'all want to see these women with these damn leotards on and showing a little leg, a little act. That's what y'all want to see. Y'all don't pay these other people no mind. Like
Ooh,
people don't
good
even.
one.
What you finna say?
I was gonna say, using Megan as an example. That song Cobra that she released.
Didn't pay
They
it
ain't
no
pay, they
mind.
all didn't pay that song no mind. She was talking about being depressed. She was talking about overcoming, her parents' death and like the scrutiny of the media. Y'all, right now, Sherri, you, and then didn't care about it. But once she started throwing her ass and cussing bitches out, number one.
I mean, seriously, because I remember when Cobra first came out, I remember the comments. People were saying, I don't want to hear that. I'm like, I mean, this is not what you come back with. You don't come back talking about sad shit. Like, I don't want to hear that. As soon as his come out, yeah, girl, you better get it, girl. Yeah. As soon as Rock Steady come out, yeah, girl. Like,
Rock.
And then now my bank account is full, but y'all want me to continue to make stuff that's not paying me.
and
Or that y'all
Megan,
aren't
I'm
even
glad that we're
supporting.
talking about Megan because they say that all she talks about is her ass and her pussy and things like that when she has other records that y'all don't pay any mind to.
Not a
Like
piece.
anxiety,
I like ungrateful.
like ungrateful, like flip flop, like moody girl, like Jamar just mentioned Cobra, like songs like that they don't pay attention to.
But I
But
bet you they know about Downstairs DJ when she talking about diddling that skittle. Y'all know that one.
Diddling that what?
Skittle.
Diddling the skittle.
Mm-hmm.
What's the skittle?
Can I say that word on YouTube? I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube.
What word is it? Put it
the
in the
pearl.
private chat.
The pearl down there.
That's
Oh,
the
the pearl.
y'all really don't want to talk about it, but the over sexual music and the normalization of selling pussy OnlyFans all contributes to this current society. Okay, but the people
I
that
mean,
but
And
the
I
people that
love
keep
it.
the people
that's
that
what the
keep
people are spending
buying
money on.
the
Because I'm
people
grown.
that's what y'all pay for though. That's what y'all
So
keep on streaming all the time. If that's what if y'all want to change, stop supporting it.
Yeah,
my
support
thing,
the things that you want to support. Get your friends to support it. Go to church and support it. You gotta go pick up that stuff. You gotta go get it. You gotta go, you gotta scream it to the mountaintops. You gotta put that in reels. Y'all gotta do some TikToks to those type of songs.
I'm a little bit confused, like what you mean by like like the rise of OnlyFans is like what problem? Like I'm saying like so you're saying the problems that we have in America currently, we attribute that to sex work. So like all the fucked up shit happening in the world right now is because of the OnlyFans people.
And the
I don't think
normalizer of
that's
sex.
what they're saying. I think they're just talking about the norm. Yeah, she just said. I'm just about to say it. She's saying that it's the normal, the music or whatever is contributing to the normalization of the shit. You know.
But why? But why
They've been
can't
talking about sex since the beginning of time.
Yeah, I'm saying like, so why can't we normalize sex? If like
we all do it.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like it's sex. Everybody does it. And on top of that, why not normalize to not have sex work looked as some type of disgusting thing to do? Like it's been so long that sex workers have been demonized, have been looked at differently, looked at negatively, even though we all consume porn. And nobody can say that they have not. So you want to consume it, but you also don't want it to be normalized for those people to not be shamed. So you feel comfortable with these people being shamed, but you also want to be able to get the pleasure from it. And let's be clear, like the reason why so many people are now doing OnlyFans is because of the easy access that it is. Like back in the day, you probably had to audition for, different companies, hoping to get bookings or whatever the case may be. And a lot of women have said that they went through a lot of sexual violence through those avenues. But now they can just easily set up their camera, play with themselves, be completely safe in their own home, and make the money that they want to make.
Make the money that they actually deserve to make, because even when they did those other avenues, they weren't making no money. All the money was being made by the companies, and they was shooting them off $200-300 little dollars for a scene to get ran through by 1,500 niggas.
Now,
and
in
the
the
economy is
comments,
shit.
right now in the comments, they're talking about why men aren't sexualized like women are in the media. And Brandon Brown said this, and I think this was an interesting comment. And I want to know what y'all think. Oop, wrong one. He said, in all fairness, at Nikki, men aren't sexualized because women don't typically care for it and often consider it gay. Do y'all agree?
That's fair. Yeah.
I be seeing a lot of women, like these porn stars be having a lot of women. These OnlyFans artists, like these women be wanting to eat their ass, peg these men.
No,
They be watching a lot of that lesbian
consumers,
porn. They be watching a lot of that three-way bisexual porn. I be seeing it all. Like these women be into it. I think that saying that women are not really into it is more
They're
so
not the biggest consumers of porn, though. Honestly, it's honestly men who are the biggest consumers of porn.
Because when you think about
Because
it,
even with the straight dudes, the
Yeah.
gays buy that porn too.
yeah, they do. Because even when if you look at just like when you talk about men being sexualized and things like that, like say for instance, if you look in the comment section of an Instagram photo, let's say somebody like Trevante Rhodes or someone like that
Oh
posted a
yes.
photo, you'll see gay men all up and down them damn comments talking about how fine he is. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I do think that women are sexualized more so than men.
Yeah.
But that is true when people be thinking that like when a man is sexualized. Like, look at NLE Chopper. He fucking sexualized right now. People think he gay.
Men aren't allowed. Men are only allowed to express themselves sexually in very limited ways.
Yeah, or people think he gay, or the gays think he's gay baiting them. So it's like
because women can, be straight and then, lick a pussy once or twice, a couple of times on a Tuesday, and still rack in the money. Where a guy even look at a man ass, he gay forever.
Yeah, I definitely believe that it depends on how you decide to listen to this music, how you decide to look at it. To me, I look at it as women taking control of their own sexual identity and being really proud of their sexual being. Like a lot of times women have always been demonized for their bodies, demonized for their sexual wants, their sexual needs. Now we have women basically saying like, I want a nigga to eat my pussy till I come. I'm tired of always having to throat niggas and they the only person that gets something out of it. It's always men rapping about sex. It's always that, and it's never an issue. But when a woman decides to take that power back for herself, it's always, what about the children? What about the daughters? Like, but what about the sons? These sons are going out here fucking through all of the cities, impregnating all of these fucking women, leaving all of these women like with children with no father. What about them? We still haven't talked about that.
Oh, that's
I don't care about Megan showing her areolas. I don't care about that.
Right, like, we done seen them before. Ain't nothing.
Go ahead, Tremel.
I want to say a special message to Sherri Shepherd. Mm-hmm. So I remember, because I've listened to her for a very long time, that she's a Prince fanatic. She loved Prince.
Right.
Now, Prince is famous for the assless chaps. Now, I promise you, she ain't said nothing to no Prince about what he was wearing, because that was her favorite, right? Mm-hmm. But now you got this, you up on your high horse talking about women and how they should be dressing. I find it very funny. Very funny.
And even then, like when Prince was sexualized, people think he gay too.
No, they gave him a pass. Back then when you wore stuff like that, you was still straight.
Well, I'm saying now people still.
Oh, they think he gay now. I'm talking about back then. They didn't come up with those types of rules. When she was a little girl watching Prince parade his ass around on stage, she didn't say nothing about him being gay.
And the thing about, and like that motherfucker was all up through the 60s, 70s, well, not the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Y'all, the straight men wasn't out here showing their ass cheeks because of that. They wasn't out here wearing assless chaps. Like, obviously, just because you see something on TV does not mean that that's exactly what you're gonna do. And men are definitely more dumber than women are. So I don't think that women, that young girls
They
are
are a
sitting
little
here like,
stupid.
I can't wait to I can get to the red carpet and show my titties when I grow up. Like, I don't think nobody's thinking
It's like, I can't wait to walk out with my coochie showing.
like it's not giving that. I don't know. I mean, I can understand where you're coming from, but I feel like that viewpoint is a little dated and it's a little misogynistic in my
And ask
opinion.
the
But
parents to be like the ones to tell you this is what not to wear. I don't have to, why are we relieving all responsibilities from the people who are actually responsible for these children?
And to be
Yeah.
quite honest, it may be some little gay guys that may be watching us and probably look at us as role models. But I always tell people, I am nobody's role model. I am not here to raise your child. I prefer your child to not go in the same roles that I did. Do not do what I did. Please don't. I always say
Oh, you raising children then.
that. It's like,
Giving advice and stuff.
I can only tell you what not to do. Don't do what I do or did. I only can tell you what not to do. And a lot of shit that I do, I would prefer y'all don't do it. But whatever. The next topic that we have is about the guy that the frat that got unalived. They said the investigators had learned that the frat members lied about the nature of Caleb Wilson's death. He was reportedly punched in the chest while at in an abandoned warehouse during the frat ritual, which caused him to collapse and seize. Okay. First of all, I've never agreed with the hazing thing when it comes down to like fraternity. Why do they do that?
How they been trying to make it hard to
In
quit.
initiation, they try to,
Initiation, trying to make
but
you.
it's not what it's supposed to be. Those are chapters that are a little bit more crooked. There's supposed to be a process for sure, but it's not supposed to be violent. It's not supposed. It's
Jamar,
what's up?
they're violent. All of
But they're
them.
not. We'll say that they're not
He said
supposed.
not
No,
supposed.
not all of them. But
Like
they're not supposed to be, and that's why they get kicked.
Omegas, Kappas, Phi Beta Sigma, Iota, they all with the shits.
No, they're
Especially and
not.
my one of my friends, when I was in college, I went to college when I was 22. Like he pledged Alpha. We were so he was pledging Alpha. And I tried to pledge Phi Beta Sigma. Now, these motherfuckers made me do all of this stuff. And then I didn't even end up making the line. When I tell you I was upset, they definitely with the shits.
I
Like
would say
this
there are
happened.
some, but I'm talking everybody.
They're not supposed. They're
not
supposed
supposed
to. Be doing
to.
that.
And
They
when
were
they get
actually-
found out,
They
that's why those chapters get
legal.
moved off the yard.
I mean, legally, they're not supposed to. Legally, but
the good chapter.
That hazing shit, they've been continuously doing that since the 60s, 70s, 80s, and the old heads in the chapters, they all know about it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm like, that's not the purpose. Those are those corrupt chapters that you find, because I have a lot of people that even family members that have gone through the process and said we have never had to get punched and do all that extra shit. Now, did they talk to us crazy? Sure, but did they do anything like that? No. Those are those crooked chapters. They don't know what the hell they're supposed to be doing. But it does happen, unfortunately, as we see today.
So I heard they was sitting around they did something like where they stuck their dick in somebody's drink and make them drink it or some shit like that.
Oh, what? No, they didn't. Ooh.
I know if they put it in the Coke, you would have been fine, right, Scotty?
Yeah. The carbonation
you
kills all the
made
germs.
Right?
Oh my God.
Not a Coke with a side of dick. I would have loved it.
You got your peanuts
We
all
know.
right.
We know. Okay, nuts included.
I feel like they I feel, and as I look back on it now, I think that the reason why I wasn't picked is like I originally had got their interest after I had went to the interest meeting, and then one of them had hit me up through Instagram, right? Because they were gonna be having a it's like when all of the different fraternities, they have like their night where people can come up to their little stands and stuff like that. They told me don't go there. That was Hot Boy Central. That's what it was. That's what was told to me. They said you ain't supposed to let nobody know that you actually interested. All of that is supposed to be secretive.
Oh yeah,
right?
that is true. That is true.
So I shut the fuck up. But one of them had reached out to me through Instagram and we were talking. And then he was like, I'm gonna need you to pick this up, take this there, do this, do that. But as we began to talk more, he was asking me more about my background. I was telling him that I was like 22, that I was former military, that, I have a lot of pride and all that other stuff. So I feel like the reason why I wasn't selected, as I look back on it, is because I probably wouldn't be willing to get hazed by somebody that's younger than me.
Cause I'm gonna fight your ass back.
Like, imagine me going through the fucking military, risking my life in my motherfucking country, paying for my own education to show up to pledge for a chapter where a 19-year-old gonna tell me what the fuck I can and cannot do. He was right. He was right. Now that I was like, I definitely probably wouldn't have made that chapter.
But why
That ain't the
do we
chapter
have
you
to
need to be a part
haze
of.
though? Why do we have to do that?
Because I think it's so you feel more grateful and more appreciative about the brotherhood. It's like you have to suffer before you can reap the pleasure of the benefits of it. Because if they just let you in, it wouldn't be as special as if you struggled to get there.
But I mean, at least how it's supposed to be. They're supposed to just be at the root of it, coming up with different ways to teach you the different lessons and the different things that you're supposed to know as a member of that organization. Some people just started getting a little bit too creative. Okay, and we are where we are today.
Not too creative.
No. And these situations like this really taint the image of what these organizations are supposed to be for us, because this is supposed to be like a prestigious, groups that emphasize brotherhood, community, sisterhood, all that shit like that. That's for us and by us, but then we do shit like this, and it's like, okay, so people on the outside are gonna look at y'all crazy.
Yeah. Well, hey. Moving on to the next child.
But wait.
Go ahead.
I think we kind of feel like we kind of skip actually talking about the boy that passed away and what they did to him.
Go ahead.
Well, you have the art. I don't have the article.
Well, shit, you brought it up. Hey,
I mean, they said that we know that he got punched during one of the.
I thought that was the only
nights.
thing we really needed to get into was the fact that he got punched in the chest. I mean, that's really what happened to him.
Or the fact that his brothers, who are a part of this, who are supposed to be, his brothers, this organization for brotherhood, dropped him off at the hospital and lie about what happened to him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They ain't shit.
Yeah.
People,
and I hope every single one of you motherfucking bitches get locked up.
I hope so too. And they take your funding.
That's what people like that really ruin it for the entire chapter, because that can be a lot of people who are interested in that organization's only chance to do undergrad process. And now your dumbasses and get them kicked off the yard for some dumb shit. They can't even go through the process or have the experience no more.
Yeah.
Now they're gone for 5 years.
In a way, and the way that they carry themselves, on campus, they really disrespectful. I knew immediately. I originally wanted to be an alpha because I'm hella civil rights motivated, and I but I realized as I saw them that they probably was not gonna be fucking with me because I didn't have that look when I was like in college. You know, it took me some time to really grow into like how I look currently, you know, dressing wise and all of that type of stuff. But like it's hella, you know, physical based. Like you need to look a certain way for some of these chapters. I can't speak for all of them. And you have to present a certain way. So I tried to go with 586 because I felt like they were more so open with who they let in.
Right.
They had some gay people in there, had some Christians in there, some fat people in there. I was like, okay, you know, skinny people. I was like, this seemed like they just open. And then, you know, I was like, them alphas, it was giving I was not gonna be a part of that.
Yeah.
They were not gonna allow me. And who the fuck would ever try to pledge for Omegas and go through their initiation processes? I'm not even in no organization. I didn't even, you know, I just came out of the military and I already knew that Omegas be fucking them niggas up. Big 6'5", big football niggas pounding you in your back and your chest. Couldn't be me. Absolutely not.
Partially why when people used to say, well, I wanna join a fraternity, I used to always just hear about the hazing shit, and I just never wanted to do it. I just never wanted to do it. Like if I gotta do all that just to be a part, then no.
Or you just wait till grad chapter. Grad chapter don't fuck with all that bullshit. But then it's like the experience is different.
Yeah,
when you're dealing with the grown people as opposed to like the undergrad experience. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
But it's really not the same when you in an alumni chapter, because like the whole reason a lot of them do it is so they can like carry that brotherhood throughout their like college years.
Yeah,
like so like it's not really the same.
But I mean, you still at least you're still going to be involved with like a chapter to, you know, communicate, well, not community, but have a community. And, you know, it's just not the same as like when you're younger and you kind of make that bond. When you're older, and then some of the lines in alumni chapters are like ranging from people in their 20s to people in their fucking 50s and 60s sometimes. So, I mean, if you want it that bad, if it's just really something that you want to do and cross off your bucket list, and do it. But that's something like y'all be ruining it for people that want to do it in undergrad by doing this bullshit.
I was really shocked that like I ain't gonna put the person on blast. I remember I asked somebody, so like what do y'all get out of it? Like after graduation, like do they help you get jobs? Like do y'all have like some type of website that y'all can go to where they like, but they said no. They said no. Maybe if you know somebody, yes, but they don't really have a definitive you know, program to help each other find jobs. Because I guess that'll be discrimination against people who are not a part of the fraternity, and then that can, you know, get class action lawsuits and stuff like that. But I was like, it really doesn't. I can't tell you how many broke ass Kappas I know.
Well, it's not, you can't like, there's not a designated program for it, but like one of the ladies that I grew up with who's an AKA who works in HR, she's like, if you're ever like seeking or in like a space of opportunity or a space of networking, you don't have to like wear these huge paraphernalia. You don't have to wear something subtle. She said like an earring or like a pin or something that just kind of gives a nod that you're a part of an organization. And you'll be surprised that some people will be like, oh, you know, I'm in an interview or I'm talking to somebody and say, oh, I like that pen, or I like, you know, such and such. It gives people an opportunity to open up the conversation that they probably wouldn't have otherwise. So it's just kind of like a means of, you know, networking. And people be like, oh, I'd rather, you know, deal with you or talk to you because I know we have a commonality. You know, I think that's how they try to use it or leverage it in that way.
Yeah, like, but I think it's more so probably based on like who you know immediately or who you have like contact with. I feel like also goes into maybe like chapters that you were a part of and kind of probably get divided into that too. Like I don't know. It's not my thing. As I got older, I realized like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have even been a good fit for that, you know. But RIP to him. Hopefully his daddy isn't like, you know, feeling too guilty about it. because his
Right.
dad probably wanted him to be in it because the dad is in Omega too, and a
Yeah.
former police chief. So
Mm. Well, okay. Well, I agree. Rest in peace. I really do hope he get the justice that he deserves because nobody deserves to pass on like that. The last thing that we got up here, I told you I was gonna be short. The last thing we got is Joseline and Amber Rose. Amber Rose did an interview with uh Club Shay Shay. I don't know why that man call himself Shay Shay. Club Shay Shay, and they discussed the issue between her and Joseline. You know, they got into this fight on the College Hill show that they did on BET, and then Amber Rose said that Joseline was trying to Jocelyn want to fuck her. Jocelyn was trying to fuck her. Jocelyn denies it, and she claims that she's speaking with her lawyers as they as we speak or whatever. I'm sorry. I slick believe that Jocelyn did want to
oh,
fuck her.
absolutely, I believe Joseline did that. Joseline is definitely the type, like, she gives Ronnie energy, like, give it to me. Open your legs. You know, and like yank you by your thighs and like while you passed out and try to like eat your coochie. Because like if y'all was to watch that show that she has on Zeus Network, she be talking to them like a fucking pimp, slapping them, all of that. So I can only imagine if you were to deny her the coochie that she really wanted to partake in, she would have some type of feelings against that. And although as coonish as Amber Rose is and how much I have disdain for her, I do believe her in this, although I wish I did not.
Because I believe it.
Yeah, I don't put it past her.
I definitely believe it. I believe every word. I believe every word. And I don't like Amber either. I think none of us like her like that, but I believe her.
No bald head bitch.
She's a bald-headed scallywag.
With a friendly cooch.
Not friendly.
Blood.
Rated E for everybody.
Oh.
Especially if they're Republican now. You know,
Child.
she's hoping to get the love of her dad through all the different white dicks that she's probably sucking on nowadays, but who knows?
Wow.
She said what you said. She's a white man's whore.
Well, that's pretty much the show, y'all. I told y'all we didn't have a lot. It's not much to talk about. Most things are sad and shit and depressing, and I just don't want this to be no sad and depressing ass show.
Yeah.
You know, the plane crashes that keeps happening. Trump is on our TV every damn day. I try to stay away from all that stuff, and I know I'm supposed to watch it to know what's going on, but it just.
Yeah, I had to unpack. I had to literally unplug because like it was really starting to seep into my mental health. Like I could definitely see how people get radicalized to do crazy. I was this close
Don't say it.
to going crazy.
Okay.
Because like after all the stuff piles up, you just feel helpless. You feel angry. So yeah, y'all take the time and like unplug. You have to protect your mental health. Now don't be uninformed, but unplug. I had to. And I love politics.
I support unplugging. I do. I support that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need it. You need it.
You're not allowed to. Every time I open Instagram, he done did some stupid shit again.
And I just scroll right past, child. I can't. But before we go, and before we do what we normally do when we get up out of here, I just want to do this. How is everyone's mental? Speaking of mental health, is everyone's mental health okay?
No.
Why is that? Without telling your business.
Baby, better look. Y'all better take heed of your own mortality.
Yeah. Tremel.
I'm awesome. No, I'm
Jeremy?
actually okay. I mean, of course, with the stuff going on, with the stuff, with the politics and stuff. That aside from that, I'm all right. I'm enjoying my solitude.
And
Period.
Jeremy, what about you?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably not in my best place mentally right now. You know, uh, there's been a lot of big changes in my life that I have to now, readjust and get used to again. Um, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. So yeah,
Yeah, that's why I said just say whatever you need to without going into too deep, because there may be some stuff that you don't want to talk about. As for me, I can honestly say that my mental is better than it has been in the past. Um, I've had my moments where I was angry about certain stuff, but I didn't stay angry about it. I will say that I was at my tipping point. Today is what? Today is Thursday, so there had to be either Monday or Tuesday where I cursed two people out. And Jamar was laughing at me because I said I just cursed somebody out today, just now when I was walking home from the store, and I feel amazing about it. It's like, these days I really don't let too many things get me down like that. At least I try not to. It's just that I have my moments of anger, and then by the next day, it really don't matter to me no more. It's like there used to be a time where I would stay angry for the entire week, but I don't do it no more. Like once I get past it, I get past it. So, and that's a good thing for me because, there would have been a moment where I would have made some post, and Tramiel would have called me at 5 o'clock in the morning, making me take it down.
Exactly.
So,
Show these people you upset. Fuck them.
right.
Now you need to stop cussing these bitches out. So just stop talking to them.
I just had
They
no.
don't know why.
I had to curse that person out though, because they really tried it. They tried to disrespect me, and I had to let them have it.
Fuck them.
I had to.
You better not ever talk to that bitch again.
Oh, never. They probably don't want to talk to me after the way I cussed them out. So,
Well, good.
But anyway, well, since Jamar is not in that room, Tramel, what do you have? Because it's about time for you to go on your promo run and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm hitting the shitless circuit. So I have a project coming out called Lost and Found. It's up for pre-order on iTunes. Please go buy that. It's like $9, but if you bought some songs already, child, it's probably gonna be like $8. It's just a little 10 spot. Y'all got 2 5s. Y'all got 10 ones. Y'all got a 5 and 5 ones. Y'all got that. I know. If y'all can buy these expensive ass eggs, y'all can just buy my project. You only gotta buy the one. So, because eggs is more expensive than this project. So,
Ain't that some?
that is something. It's something. But no, I have 9 songs on there, and one little interlude. So go get it. It's just really good. It's my life's work. I worked on this project for about 3 years, and I'm actually doing an interview with Harviana on next Tuesday at 8 p.m. If y'all want to go listen to my business, because I'm quite sure he's going to ask me some things, and we're going to have fun.
Some shit that you probably don't want to answer.
And we will see if I answer it. I'm very ducky and dodgy. I'm not going to lie, but I'm also gonna be like, nope, not answering that one.
Jeremy,
I don't really have like anything planned like as of yet, to be honest. I am going to a game night tonight. I'm about to be whooping everybody ass in spades, but that's really it for me.
and Jamar.
Jason Dallas is getting ready to premiere, so everybody, that birthed this lovely panel 2 years ago.
Yes.
It's about that time again, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah. Oh, on that same album that Tramel is promoting, that we have a song together called Dance Tonight. It's really nice.
Yeah. Jamar will be the one singing about fucking in his verse.
Oh, bitch.
I'm just
So
saying.
yes, I am. Yes, I am. That is exactly what I'm doing.
Well, as for me, of course, I review some of y'all favorite reality shows. Real Housewives of Atlanta starts back on Sunday, so I'll be reviewing that. Love and Hip Hop Miami, Love and Hip Hop Telenova is what the fuck that is, because that shit fake as fuck. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta,
What? Telenova? Excuse me?
because that's exactly what Love and Hip Hop Miami is. It's a fucking telenova. Like that's what the fuck
Oh.
that is. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'll be doing album music reviews every weekend, starting this weekend. And I'll be doing character analyzations on some of your favorite reality stars and friendships in reality TV starting this weekend as well. And I don't know if I ever said it on this panel. I know I said it. I know I said it on my videos, but most people know that I've been writing since I was in high school, and now me becoming an author is about to be a reality. I'm currently working with a publisher. I sent her my manuscript last month and is now going to editing now. So I should have my very first novel out soon. It's a book that I wrote in 2011, and I'm very proud of that book. it's a urban
Congratulations.
it's an urban drama.
I
Absolutely.
bet.
Yes, bitch. It's an urban drama. And it's based on, it's like a Sex in the City type thing, and it's based
Mm,
in Atlanta. Who knew I was gonna be
mm.
in Atlanta permanently years
It's
later? Yeah.
urban and about sex. Go on.
It's about fucking. It's about women that are, single and going through relationship woes, some of the shit that most of us deal with. So yeah.
Mm,
So
child.
I'm very
You know,
excited. I can't wait till the people see it. Can't wait till they read it, as a matter of fact. But yes, that's the main thing that I'm very proud of. And on top of that, because Danita was actually trying to help me publish that book right before she passed. So that means a lot that it's about to finally come out now. So yes, I'll be on the lookout for that. And that's about it for us on the Chasing panel. We'll be back next week. Shout out to T, who is working tonight. Nurse T. Sometimes I'll be forgetting that T is a nurse, but shout out to T. And we hope that Carl gets well. I should have known something wrong with him since he didn't answer the phone earlier today. So that's about it. We're out of here, and we will see you guys next Thursday. This is the Chaser Panel, y'all. Bye.